Hello everybody, my name is Tiffany, I'm the Tipsy Artist, and today we are painting a super cute Christmas Grinch painting holding an ornament. So let's go ahead and get started. This painting is based off of a kit that we sell on our website, tipsyartist.com. Makes it super fun and easy. We have a line art traceable, all the transfer paper, paint, canvas, brush set. There's lots of other things in here that you'll find. So all kinds of fun little tools, an apron, napkins, yeah, pretty much everything. So all you have to do is get some water from your sink to wash off your brushes and you're all set. All right, so here we go. I've got this set up and preps ready to go here to teach. So let's talk about the first step here. We have our transfer paper down, and then we've got our line art traceable. Helpful hints here that the traceable paper, or I'm sorry, the transfer paper, we want to make sure that the dull gray side faces up and then the shiny side that's a little bit more black faces your canvas. So that's what will transfer that graphite to your canvas here. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and lift off, and I've got this secured with washi tape centered, and then I worked a little bit ahead here. So when you first see it and you followed every line, and by the way, I do give you a colored pencil to do that so you can actually see everything, so it helps out a lot. But anyway, it'll look more like a graphite look, or like pencil on your canvas. So then what we like to do is we like to take our permanent marker and then firm up all those lines, so it makes it so much easier. So that's also in your kit for you. All right, so now we're all ready to paint. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start with our lighter colors first. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the green. So we have paint plates here in our kit, and then our paint. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take some cadmium green. And then I'm also going to take some bright yellow green. All right, and it's big, a little bit of a bigger dollop than of the cadmium green and the bright yellow green. So I'm going to mix these up. Start with my mama brush. This is a 1/2 inch gold Taklon brush. Mine's a little bit loved and used. Also going to rinse out my brush a little bit. Wasn't quite clean. Thought I got that earlier, but did not. Start fresh. All right, I have hundreds of these, so I'm going to go ahead and start fresh. There we go. Fresh mama. Been painting all day. So good to see everybody out there. Hello everybody on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Hope y'all are having a beautiful day. Pray you're getting lots of rest, relaxation. All right, so here we go. Here's our beautiful green. So now that I've got this mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of firm up my pressure here, because the brush is very filled with paint. It's kind of spreading out the bristles. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do some firm pressure, get that flattened out there on the end. It's a little bit better there. I can get it even thinner if I want, but just wanna make sure I can get into those little fingers right there. All right, so we're getting it a little bit thinner there, and then we'll go ahead and work into all these little tips here. And feel free to ask me any questions that you need to ask. I'm really good about going back. If I don't see everybody's questions, I'll go back and answer those in the comments. Very thorough about trying to give you the right links and give you all the information you need about the class. I want to thank everybody for being out there. Hello, hello. I can't see everybody. I do see Donna's name. Hello, Donna. There's a lot of names I can't see, and then I catch up with everybody afterwards. But I always, if you write me a personal note, I'll always give you a sweet personal note back. All right, now we need to kind of feather this out. That gives it a nice second coat and helps cover up any transparency and removes any of those brush strokes. So smooths it out there. All right, the next up we'll be doing this little section here in our ornament, just the center here. Probably gonna have to switch over to a little buddy brush pretty quick, for sure, for the holly. We'll see. Looks like I just might make it. All right, and then I'm gonna smooth this out. All right, good deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out in my water. Hi, Greg. Yes, anything Grinch. Hello, Cindy. Yeah, Grinch is fun. This is a popular painting. All right, let me go into smaller brush. Actually, I'm gonna need a little bit for this, I think. All right, so here's a little bit. This is the smallest brush we have. Let's do a little twist. So that loads up the brush, but it also twists it into a nice fine point. So we're gonna work on our little holly leaves here. And get all this colored in. And the first thing you'll notice when working with a small brush like this, lots of brush strokes. But we're gonna try to get that fixed. So now we've got coverage, so now lay that brush over to the side, because initially you were holding it more like a pencil and kind of getting into those tiny little areas. So now what you wanna do is lay it over to the side, and then this will give you a light, gentle hand, and it'll give you good coverage over that surface area. And then we want to turn it over to the side, kind of smooth it out, feather it out. Smooth it out. All right, so we'll work on accents here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and rinse out our brush, dry it off. Now we need to go into some red. So in our paint kit here, we have cadmium red, and then we also have some primary magenta. And we're gonna mix both these up together equal parts, and that will give us a cool red. And I have some from an earlier class, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So I've got my little bit brush, loading it up with that cooler red. Go ahead and paint that onto my little holly berries here. And then we're gonna switch to our mama brush, much bigger brush for the sleeve here. So going back to mama, make sure there's no, that I checked. She had a lot of excess water in there, so I don't want any water runs. So I'm gonna dry her off a little bit more. Now we'll go back into the paint and then just work into the sleeve here. Take it all the way down. Really nice. All right, and then these are actually little white pin dots. We're going to leave those alone, but we'll add a little bit more of some reinforcing white dots over the top. But the first thing we'll do, oh, I forgot my red ornament. Oops. Now let's go to a smaller brush anyway. Let's go to Little Buddy. That's our 1/4 inch flat. And we're going to go ahead and work in the same red we just had, that classic red. And again, this is equal parts of our cadmium red and our primary magenta. And initially, of course, you can come in right near the edge by holding the brush more on the line edge, but remember to feather it out by turning that handle more over to the side. Now for the feathering. It's a little bit more of an awkward hold, but you want to hold it a little bit more over to the side where the flat side of the brush faces your canvas. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to come in with lots of black. And a little helpful hint on this is that you'll want to use your mama brush to start with, and then just pure black paint. And you can certainly add a little bit of water to help make the paint more fluid. Just absolutely make sure that you place your canvas on a flat surface, that way you don't get any water runs. And I'm going to come in with another plate here with some more black, but here is the Mars black. All right, so to begin with, I'm going to go ahead and use the line edge to do my cut-in work. And when we get out into the bigger areas, we want to start feathering those strokes out. And you want to do a cross stroke with all of your black for at least your second coat. You want your finishing touches to be just little cross strokes back and forth. It reflects the light well, and it really helps it cover better on the canvas. If you do lots of lines like this, when it dries, you're going to see every brush stroke. And then if you come in and do this, and see, it's just going to look really streaky and transparent. So again, the way to fix this is, that's great for first coat, but make sure and come back in, little crisscrosses back and forth, and work in that texture. And that's how you want to finish up with your black. And some of these teeny little spots, I'll definitely have to come back in with my little bit brush, do a little twirl into the paint, twist it. That will twist the head of the brush into a nice fine point, and then that will help you get into these really tiny areas. Lots of little areas in through here. And even though some of this gets a little lost, we'll come back in and do a dot technique at the very end that will re-firm up that pearl string that comes down and connects. And since we're here with this little bit brush, we're just going to go ahead and do a little detail accent right over the top of our little holly leaves. And same thing here. Make this pop right out in front. And same thing here with this little holly leaf. Let's get that to pop right out in front too. And that black outline gives it a little bit more depth right in front of that ornament. Okay, and we'll wash out our little bit brush. Aw, I miss you too. Yay, yes. Get all the ladies together. We all need a ladies' night. Sounds fun. We do have some studio classes in December. So I'm going off the top of my head right now, but December 5th is a big day in Guthrie. There will be all kinds of food trucks and fireworks, and we're going to have lots of vendors here in our shop. And we are doing an in-studio class that day at 2 o'clock with some ornaments. We're going to be doing wood slice ornaments, and we'll have all the designs and the paint and the brushes. So that'll be really fun. That's at 2 o'clock. Yay! And then the rest of the weekends in December, we'll just go back to more of like a traditional studio class with our regular Saturday nights. And then we may even add some Sundays too. So I know people like Sunday afternoons. Sometimes it's easier to get out during the day. But those are all on our website. So basically on the home page now, I have it in the main menu too as studio classes. And then also as you scroll down and look for all the options, I have it another clickable picture as well. I think I have used a picture of our building so that you know it's a studio class. So yeah, we are still able to do studio classes here. So a lot of event places have shut down and are not allowing them. But we still always have them here, and we have a lot of room so we can social distance everybody and spread everybody out and pre-reserve all the tables. Basically, we're booking them all as little private parties since everybody has their own private area. Now the ornament day is a little different. It's a little more casual because there's just so much going on that day. And we've made the prices super cheap on that day. So we made the tickets half off. Each class is just $9.97 for the ornaments. So that makes it super affordable, which is also really helpful right now. I know a lot of people need a more affordable activity to do right now with everything going on. All right, just as a reminder, still working on our black, as you can see. And I do hold a brush more like a pencil to work into these areas here. And then when I go to feather it out, I do that little crisscross stroke to help feather it out into the background. So let's see, let's talk about December 5th while I'm sitting here just painting black. So December 5th, we'll have our Utopia Joe coffee shop open with some coffee, and then we'll have some homemade cookies. And then lots of vendors will be here. We'll also have, let's see, I know Michelle, her name's Michelle Bobbitt, she's a good friend of mine, and she does the chalk couture, so she's gonna have all of her creations here. Really cute, very pretty, love those. There's a bunch of other people and I can't remember right now. It's so bad. I think Lip Sense is gonna be here. Megan with Lip Sense. And I know something else, and I don't know why I'm blanking on this right now. Oh, and then I know I'm gonna have hundreds and hundreds of paintings, original paintings. They're all really big. They're the 16 by 20, and I'll have them all half off. Or actually, they're way more than half off, actually. Because I've got them on sale. I have some on sale for, what is it? Like $49 on Etsy. But I'm gonna have stacks and stacks and stacks on sale for 10 here in house. So there will be hundreds to choose from. So those are really great. They make for great Christmas gifts. And if you need me to sign one of them or write something on there custom, I can while you're here. That's fun. We are almost done with this black. This is so awesome. Cute little Grinch. All right. So I need to smooth out this black. I have to come back into this with some white. So I'm gonna go ahead and smooth this out a little bit so it's not so clumpy in there. And I'm gonna feather this back out. All right, so now I'm gonna take Mama, wash it off completely. And then let's go ahead and dry Mama off here. And then, all right, so now I need a brush handle. So here we go, brush handle. And then let's get some white. All right, so we need some of this titanium white. Just a little amount, we don't need that much. Little pea-sized dollop there. All right, so we're going to make that little pearl strand that connects. So I basically just put a little paint on the end of the brush and then press straight forward. Works like a charm. So I'll dot this all the way down to the ornament. All right, now I'm going to shift gears. No, I'm gonna actually use this a little bit longer. Take that back. Let's do a little circle around here. I do want to do the flash points on the berries, but I want a smaller brush. I don't want the circles to be quite this big. But we'll continue using this size all the way around here. It's quite lovely. And there we go, all the way around. All right, now smallest brush, little bit. All right, end of the handle there, and let's go ahead and push into that white paint. And then just a little flash point of light on our little holly berries. Awesome. All right, now we need to go ahead and use the bristle side of the little bit brush and a little bit of that white paint again. We're gonna do a little twist into the paint, nice fine point. And then we're just going to connect our little dots here. Super tiny little dashes, just a little sketch of a line. And then I want a little bit of an accent around our holly leaf here. It kind of gets a little bit lost. So I'm going to firm these up with that white accent. And sometimes as I'm doing this outline, I will pick up a little bit of some dark wet paint, so then I'll give it a quick little wipe and then reload. Need to make sure I have any little details to go over. So let's take our little bit brush and go back into the black one more time and just firm up any overpainting that has occurred. So I need to firm up this little bit of black accent here on the sleeve. Just tidy that up a little bit. And you know, your kit comes with a permanent marker, so you can always come back and do this with that permanent marker too. Beginners really like that. It's a lot easier on them, especially if they have a little bit of a shaky hand. All right, so that tidied that up quite a bit. And of course, the white of your canvas is already painted and primed white, so you can actually just leave that as just your white to begin with. And it's all looking pretty tidy and sharp. And then the only thing we still have to do is the letter here inside. So really that's just up to you, whatever. This is for a monogram. And we even have like a monogram set of letters with your painting kit, so you can cut it out, use the transfer paper, wait for it to completely dry, and then just go ahead and place that in the center there and transfer it right over the top, and then you can follow up with paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this one, I think just, let's see. I'll do it with an H. Ta-da! All right. I think we are done. Looks beautiful. So thank you so much for painting with me today. And again, this whole entire kit is on our website, tipsyartist.com. And you can find it there. It includes everything that you need, and this video will stay posted forever, so it makes a great gift for Christmas or for yourself. So again, thank you so much. It's been so much fun painting with y'all today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a wonderful day.